Hey, hi, and hello, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd. I hope you're doing well. I called it. Quick shout out to our sponsor, good people over at The Ridge, still making these amazing, sexy, fantastic, sleek, minimalist metal wallets that fit nicely in that front pocket. Hit up that link down below. Promo code melon, 10% off that order. All you gotta know. Mwah. Recently, we did a video about that AI Drake song and AI music in general. Not super specifically in terms of, hey, I'm going to open up this program, punch in, give me a song that sounds like this artist, and it just poops it out. No, it was more in terms of the morality, or rather immorality, of using this technology to impersonate other artists and pass off work that you're making as theirs. Given how scary accurate the vocals were on that AI Drake and Weekend track, there are so many nefarious ways in which this technology could be applied in terms of undercutting the creativity of other artists, removing streaming or sales revenue out of their pocket, or even making vocals that sound like theirs say things on a track that could be, embarrassing to them, career ruining. One of the other possibilities I brought up in this video is that most likely you will have people in the music industry trying to use this technology to essentially make new music from artists who are dead. And here we are, because it was only a matter of time before that happened. Enter Timbaland. Yes, legendary producer, songwriter, and rapper Timbaland. He went onto Instagram to upload a video and address the whole AI music situation, prefacing the whole thing by saying that he knows there's a lot of, feelings around the technology feeling like a violation of sorts. But he's got a solution that's going to be beneficial to everybody.
There's a lot of talk about AI. We know how the feelings violating certain things, but let me tell you something. I got a solution. I'm working on it.
What that solution is, we don't know. He doesn't present it. What he does present us with is his personal unhappiness that he never got the chance to work with the Notorious B.I.G.
I always wanted to work with Big, and I never got a chance to. Until today, it came out right.
Which, so the fuck what? I know you're Timbaland and everything. You're a great producer. You've made a lot of bangers over the years, but you and a lot of great producers have never worked with Biggie. I'm sorry. What makes you so egotistical and entitled to think that you deserve it more than anybody else? And his fix for this was to essentially use this technology to copy Big's voice and then map it onto a beat that he was making, which in practice is gross, egotistical, and again, entitled. The way this guy is just mentally sucking his own dick the moment that he plays the track and you hear the beat and you hear the vocals, he's, oh my God, he's losing his shit. It's so disgusting and it's so self-centered. Dude, you're not working with Big, you're not collaborating, you're not chopping it up in the studio, you're literally just using a computer to rip off the man's voice and throw it onto your own song to make yourself seem more important. That's fucking it. That's all you're doing. You're not making things better. You're not contributing to the culture. This is grave robbery, just with futuristic BS voice deepfake technology. That's all. And it's sad and it's unfortunate, the crossroads that we're currently at with this technology, because think about it. With this AI vocal replication stuff, you could potentially imagine a new voice that previously didn't exist, or make your current voice sound like pretty much anything. But all we're doing with this technology so far is trying to imitate mid and also squeeze more cash out of the iconography of dead and beloved artists. Now, did the clip that Timbaland played in the Instagram video sound decent? Yes, it did. But that's besides the point. The moral lines being crossed here are still being crossed. This is not a fix. This is not an opportunity, especially in a genre as obsessed with authenticity as hip hop. Part of the beauty of Biggie's words is that they fucking came from him. They came from the man. When we hear his bars on classic tracks from back in the day, we know those are his feelings, his thoughts, anything that was sort of rising to the top of his conscious. Everything that's being said here, that's not the case. This is just somebody else writing it and then using someone else's words to essentially just mimic Big's voice like it's a freaking puppet. I mean, really, that's it. It's gross and disgusting puppetry. Not only that, but I know this technology is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. However, in terms of application, this is not really that much different than the whole Tupac hologram thing. It's just as corny, regardless of whether or not it sounds good or convincing. This is awful. This is in bad taste. This is tacky. Again, in Timbaland's case, it's egotistical, and we should not do it. Again, creatively speaking, I think there is potential behind this technology, and Lord knows there is a fair amount of memes out there right now using it that are pretty funny, as long as it's all labeled properly as parody and satire, of course. But flipping the vibe and using this technology instead to try to sell ripping off one of the greatest rappers ever as like a serious contribution to artistry and the craft and the art form of hip hop, that's not it. That is seriously not it. So truth be told, yes, I am pretty disappointed in Timbaland on this one, but also I'm pretty freaking disappointed in a lot of the comments under this video too. Now, there is a fair amount of criticism of this whole thing for sure, but there's a lot of morons down there just saying like, yeah, well, this is fire. This is great. It sounds amazing. Bro, even fucking Chuck D, Public Enemy Chuck D is in the comments commenting about how this thing is freaking fire. You would think a guy who has the politics that Chuck D has and has spent as long as he has fighting for the rights and well-being of artists out there, you would think that he would see the preposterousness of this situation, but I guess even he's blind to what the hell's happening here. I'll reiterate something I said in my previous videos on this topic, and this stuff seriously needs to get some kind of regulation to prevent any kind of major cases of defamation or prevent people from capitalizing off of artists who have died and have no say in whether or not their voices are continuing to be used. And I would encourage anybody thinking about how cool this is to stop and consider whether or not they personally would like having their own voice used in this way, effectively having their bodies paraded around for everybody to, watch in a song, on a stage, so on and so forth. Oh, look, everybody, Big's alive. You can hear his voice now. It's on the song. Those are my thoughts on it. What are yours? Over here next to my head, another video you can check out. Hit that up with the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Timbaland, forever.